Battle Court Jai-Alai, the world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jai-Alai. Live from Jam Arena, tonight's game day will feature the Cyclones and Renegades. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of this Spring 26 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined as always by Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's contest between the Cyclones and Renegades, beginning with Division III doubles. 1 singles match, 5 doubles matches on the slate today in Division III between Inaki and Unda. And Goanaga and Ubia will get the action started. Inaki and Unda coming to this one with a 5-3 win-loss record this season. Goanaga and Ubia, when it's been that iteration of the team, Goanaga and Ubia, 2-3 overall. Division III doubles has been 3-5 this season for the Renegades. Second game day that Ubia is back here for the Renegades in the backcourt. Looked pretty solid first time out. And this is a crucial late-season game day with these two teams now tied for second place in the standings. There's the serve. We begin.
Here's Unda from the 8 line to the inside. Ubia's there. Unda, tough catch at the sidewall. Ubia from the 9 line. Unda keeps it inside. Ubia's there. To the corner it goes, out to the rebote. Forehand rebote by Iñaki. Iñaki has it on the left side. High and hard to the back wall, rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Goanaga. Caught in the air by Unda. Ubi on the left side. Powerful backhand. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Scoop by Ubia. Unda on the right side, high and hard. Swung will pass. Rebote coming out. Goanaga's on it. Plays it for the bounce. Bounce stopped on the forehand of Unda. Rebote forehand is in play. Goanaga to the inside. Iñaki calls for the rebote. Goanaga picks it up on the bounce. Backhand, low and hard. Caught by Unda. Backhand 2-all, caught the pad, and the pad is bad. First point of this match goes to Goanaga and Ubia of the Renegades.
Well, great first point here to get this one started. We saw the backhand 2-wall a lot yesterday, and it was thrown pretty effectively. We've seen it the last week or so. It's actually scoring at a pretty high rate, but it's been one of the issues with Unda this season. It's just been a little bit too aggressive at times. I mean, backhand 2-wall on the first point, pretty low percentage, but still, Iñaki was telling him after, hey, just be smart. We can win this one.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
And when these two teams, these two teams didn't play first time around because Arta was subbing in the backcourt, and the Renegades actually won. Goanaga and Arta beat Iñaki and Unda, went down to a third set and 6-5 in that third set, but the Renegades did win and come into this one with some confidence with an upgrade in the backcourt today.
Ball tipped at the 9 line. 1-1. Iñaki serves for the Cyclones.
And Inaki's kind of turned it into a new gear the last 2 weeks or so. He's been throwing a lot of shots. I mean, the drop shot sticks out to me. He's thrown it very effectively, but also mixing it up too. He got that one across the sidewall pretty low as Ubia was crouching down. Got that contact and it scored.
Powerful backhand by Ubia. Caught off the wall by Unda. Here's Ubia. Low and hard from the right side. Rebote comes to the left side of Iñaki where it scores. Iñaki and Unda of the Cyclones have 2 points. Iñaki serves.
And the Cyclones just like that, back out in front. You know, Goanaga's going to be aggressive like that. He'll pick it off the side wall. He'll really control play from the front court when he can. And just a rare drop for him. I mean, up there, one of the top 3 front quarters in terms of his catch rate. That places him about 10th on the roster.
Low hard backhand by Ubia. Goes by everyone and scores. That's a second point for Goanaga and Ubia. Goanaga serves. It's interesting. We have a couple players on the roster who, as part of the backswing, just tend to move everyone out of the way.
Yeah, just clear them out.
Clear them out, move them out to the outside of the court, and I don't believe it's being done intentionally. I don't know it's being done intentionally, but it's visually existent. Yeah. Unda, beautiful catch.
And such a good play by Goanaga to get that one in the air. That becomes so much more difficult if it touches the floor.
Rebote for Iñaki. To the inside it goes. Ubia is there. There's a backhand. Unda, backhand from the 9. Iñaki from the 6 into the corner, and Ubia makes the catch. A fine play by Ubia. Ball's on the wall. Iñaki calls for it. Big bounce brought down by Ubia. Powerful, powerful backhand by Unda. Unda will stop that with the forehand. Powerful forehand on return. Goanaga makes the catch. Looks like he caught it. It like took him off his feet a little bit.
That's how hard it was thrown. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Rebote to the inside. Unda's there. Ubia from the 10. Iñaki for the rebote. Big bounce. And again, powerfully, wall to wall. This Rebote is coming out. Rebote forehand. Scoop by Unda. He blasts the forehand. Ubia stops it. Ball tipped. A third point for Iñaki and Unda of the Cyclones. Iñaki serves. So Iñaki and Unda were discussing there who was going to take it. Iñaki wanted the Rebote. Unda was hanging in there. And it sounded like mine, no, mine, no.
Well, that's what you love about Unda. I mean, he's not willing to let that ball touch the floor twice. I mean, he's going to crash into his teammate or opponent before he's going to let anything drop in.
Oh, we could have barbed wire up there. He'd go through it.
Exactly.
I don't want to give anybody any ideas. Though.
Yeah, but
Jai-Alai's fine without the barbed wire on the court.
Don't call Unda off on any Rebotes, though. He'll run right through that stop sign.
Here's the backhand by Unda, powerfully thrown along the wall, out to the Rebote. Goenaga's there. Iñaki cuts it off. Iñaki has this on the forehand, stops it well. Karam comes and scores. Beautifully executed by Iñaki. That's 4 points for the Cyclones. Iñaki serves. That Karam was spot on gorgeous.
Yeah, and Iñaki has gone to the Karam a lot more the last 2 weeks as well. If you throw it hard enough, you'll get it to open up away from the opposing front quarter too. And that one was working away from Goenaga as it approached the net. Perfectly executed and now up to a 4-2 lead.
Unda plays it low and hard. Tough catch by Iñaki. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote forehand by Goenaga. Unda has it on the right side. Oh, what a catch. A scoop high on the left side of Unda. Goenaga saves the Rebote. That lands out.
Out of play.
5 points. Possible set point for Iñaki and Unda of the Cyclones.
Yeah, simply that Rebote just escaped from Goenaga's basket, was working its way to the outside, hit the back wall in the air, but then hit that cage, and it's out of play. I mean, really, a backhand 2-all into the pad gave the Renegades one of their points, and a missed ball inside here by Unda. Since that point, they've been flawless with their catching. Iñaki's turned it up, and here they are 5-2, within a point of closing out set number 1.
Low runner caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 6 points. And the set for Iñaki and Unda. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set. Ouch, that hurts. That's painful.
Yeah.
It was painful for me.
Giving 2 away into that pad. That's tough. But the Cyclones taking the first set of the game day in what is, you know, you can argue this is the most important game day of the year. And for that, we're going to need to take a look over at the standings, because you're going to see the Renegades and Cyclones come into this game day tied for second place. 7 points. The Fireballs played yesterday against the Devils and got swept. So the Fireballs, again, not going to kill them. The Fireballs have clinched a playoff spot, as have the Renegades, Cyclones, and Chargers. So we know the 4 playoff teams. It's just a matter of seeding. And because of where the Fireballs stand at 7 points on only 1 game day remaining compared to 2 game days for the Cyclones and Renegades, it's going to be an uphill battle for them to get any higher than the 3 or 4 seed. As for the Renegades and Cyclones, though, both of those teams with 2 game days remaining, the Renegades' final game day will be against the Fireballs this upcoming Friday night, and the Cyclones' last game day will be the final regular season game day. That will be next Tuesday against the Chargers. So if either of these 2 teams can win the game day, they would go up a full point on the opposition, and then that team would be forced to win their next game day, and then we may have to get into the tiebreaker. So really, if you can win this game day, if you're the Cyclones or the Renegades, you don't fully control your own destiny, but you do as much as you can. because the Cyclones are playing the Chargers. I mean, even still, that #1 seed is not yet locked up. So if the Renegades or Cyclones can win this game day and then win their next game day, well, they could potentially jump the Chargers as well and sneak into that #1 seed. It becomes important, too. The format in the playoffs is it's a best of 7. All 6 doubles teams play. So divisions 1 through 6 doubles are on the slate. If we need a 7th match, which is a tiebreaker match, it will be a 1-set tiebreaker determined by the higher seeded team. So that's where it becomes important to finish in 1st or 2nd place, because you will be able to pick the tiebreaker match for the playoffs. Remember that playoff day next Friday night, May 1st.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our 2nd set. Gonaga will have the serve for the Renegades.
You know, it was interesting. Last time Gonaga and Arta, they beat Inaki and Unda. Again, although you have a higher ranked backcourter here in Ubia, a little rustier, and he's just a different player than Arta, and then the consistency wasn't there. He gave one away, but let's see what they got here for set 2.
Unda moved into position beautifully, made the backhand play. Inaki takes it in the air at the 7. Hard to the inside. Ubia is there. Ubia from the 9 line. Robote kicks to the inside, and Unda takes it off the wall. Big backhand by Unda coming out. Robote fired from the forehand of Gonaga. Robote saved beautifully by Unda. What a scoop by Ubia. Unda on the catch, backhand. Unda takes that in the air, backhand from the 9 line, low and hard. Gonaga. Robote forehand to the corner. Unda stops it. Here's Ubia right up the middle. Gonaga has it on the forehand. Oh, what a catch by Inaki. Unda comes over the top and scores. First point, the 2nd set goes to Inaki and Unda of the Cyclones. Inaki serves.
Yeah, and that one was right between both Renegades. You got Gonaga moving back, looking for the Robote. Ubia moving up on it, trying to make a catch in the air. Of course, that's the right thing. You always want to make that catch in the air when possible, but that's just a difficult one, crossing the side wall. And again, the misses starting to pile up now.
Fault over serve. 2nd serve must be good.
And Unda seems to have really settled into this match, too. I mean, the backhand 2-wall into the pad, then missed one, and since that, he's been flawless.
No catching issues. This is the best I've seen Unda play.
I think with the ability to just look towards the back wall if you're not fully comfortable, it seems to have kind of played into Unda's hand here, and he looks really good in the backcourt.
Powerful, powerful backhand. Oh, that's stopped on the forehand of Unda. Gonaga, midcourt, sends it deep. It will pass. Robote coming out. Inaki's on it. Big bounce. Brought in by Ubia. He goes wall to wall from the left side. Inaki's there. Powerful backhand. Caught in the air by Unda. Unda powerfully from the forehand to the backhand of Ubia. Unda takes that off the wall, backhand back on the wall, into the corner. Ubia reaches in and makes the play. Ubia again, backhand from the 9. Robote forehand saved by Gonaga. Inaki stays there to make the Robote. Cut off by Gonaga midcourt. Unda overhead with the catch. Big, big right side. Robote coming all the way out. Gonaga makes a save. Unda's got it. Backhand 2-0. Thrown off the court. 1-1. Goanaga serves.
Now that one's got to be more frustrating because it was the right shot. I mean, look at the space that's open here. Goanaga scrambling. The backhand 2-wall line is wide open. He just pushed it wide. I mean, that's just a miss. And now 2 of the 3 points that the Renegades have gotten have come off of unforced errors. Oh, what a 2-wall that was, but great defense.
Incredible 2-wall.
Oh, what a stop by Goanaga. Well, it's just great defense. I mean, look at Goanaga get out there. This seemed like a pretty good 2-wall, but yeah, I mean, it's not really right on the net. And then this return, I mean, you could barely see it coming back to the outside. That is a well-executed carambola. You take a 2-1 lead.
Just such aggressive play. Goanaga crossing the wall. Unda makes a stop on that serve. Goanaga midcourt backhand to the inside. Oh, what a catch by Unda. High on the left side. Robote coming out. Goanaga's on it. Plays it for the big bounce. And that is going to score. That's a beautiful throw by Goanaga. Keeping it inside. The big bounce deep. 3 points for Goanaga and Ubia. Goanaga serves.
Well, exactly right, Stu. They got Unda backing up, and they got that ball to touch the floor. It just skyrocketed when it hit and went well over his head. 3-1, and Goanaga's starting to gain some confidence. Goanaga's been a lot more involved in this second set, and it's usually when this team is thriving a bit more.
Unda on the catch. Low, hard backhand. Robote saved by Goanaga. Iñaki stops the ball well at the side wall. Ubia's there. Robote save. Ubia takes it on the bounce. Oh, what a catch by Unda. Unda stops this on the 10 line. Big right side, big bounce. Oh, it's tipped on the scoop attempt. 2 points for Inaki and Unda. Iñaki serves.
Well, it's just a fabulous
Unda comes
catch
straight
there.
over the top with this one, so it's going to have a lot of bounce.
Yeah.
Goanaga believing that that's going to bounce over Ubia's head. That's a tough scoop no matter what.
Yeah, and we've just seen that a couple times with both Renegades in the same area. I mean, it comes down to communication, but really for Ubia too, he hasn't had a lot of reps with the way that this ball has kind of been shooting out off the back wall. So, again, that's something to monitor too, and they have gotten better in set 2.
Unda takes the ball in the air, powerful backhand. Robote up high. Iñaki. Yeah. Juggling is the call on the catch. A 4th point for Goanaga and Ubia. Goanaga serves.
Yeah, Inaki telling the ref he doesn't know if it lost contact with the basket.
One way or the other, it was a tough catch. He was catching the ball behind him against the side wall. So one way or the other, it's difficult. The ball was obvious. You could see the white ball. I don't know if it bounced.
Yeah, you could see it on the tip, but that, it's not always an indicator that you actually juggled the ball.
And that's why I'm not a judge.
No, that's much better with the mic.
Thank you, Andrew.
Well, I've seen you ref, though, and you're pretty good, too.
Robote left side to the inside. Big bounce.
Oh,
Will score. 3 points for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki serves.
It's always tricky with this bounce, but, that's why you don't want to leave your feet if you don't have to. And there's some players, and Ubia maybe one of them, has a tendency to leave his feet in the backcourt. Again, with how this ball is responding off the back wall, if you're not fully confident, let it come out and just play the Robote and keep the rally going.
Powerful throw by Ubia. Naki's on the rebote. Goanaga reaches in. Low hard backhand. Caught by Unda. Unda powerfully up the middle. Rebote saved by Goanaga. Caught by Unda. Unda again to the inside. Ubiya is there. Great positioning by Ubiya. Ubiya sets up, makes the catch. Backhand from the 9. Unda blasts the backhand. Rebote coming all the way out to the 2. Scoop by Unda. Beautifully made. Wall to wall from the left side of Unda. Goanaga sends it back. Rebote coming out. Rebote dropping. Ubiya makes a save. Unda has the catch. Hard throw, firing it to the inside. Goanaga makes a difficult save. Unda has it. Ay, 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 ay.
That's a good throw, though. That'll
Cortada scores. Four is the score.
Yeah, Goanaga goes down to the ground, a little out of position, and Unda's not making a second chance. I mean,
Goanaga's head is just right there as he's moving outside to cover, Karam, but Unda throws hard. I mean,
dotted the eye and highlight. That was a pretty good cortada.
Yeah, just wish the guy's head
wasn't within the
vicinity zip code, like a couple digits. Big backhand by Ubiya, caught by Unda. Rebote left side to the inside. Ubiya sets, takes it on the bounce. Rebote forehand. Ubiya is there. The runner caught in the air by Iñaki. Beautiful catch. Unda at the 8. Blasts the backhand into the corner, and Ubiya comes up with a clutch catch. Unda gets in there, makes a difficult catch down low. Goanaga. Iñaki calls for the play, playing it high. Ubiya catches it midcourt. Low and hard. What a scoop by Unda. Ubiya scoops it up well. Unda again. Unda now from the 7. Wall to wall, Rebote's coming out, way out.
Fed this one.
Oh, what a scoop again by Unda. I don't know that I've ever seen Unda play this well.
4 or 5 catches on this point alone.
Goanaga alone for the Rebote. To the inside it goes. Unda reaches up, makes the catch. Fires the forehand hard, crossing the side wall, and Ubiya makes a beautiful play. Rebote save. Goanaga's there. Hard throw. Rebote to the outside. Iñaki's there. Looking to get some play off the sidewall. Ubiya. Excellent positioning. Unda with the powerful backhand. Unda. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote coming out. Goanaga. 2-all with a light touch. Will score. Well played. 5 points for Goanaga and Ubiya in the second set. Possible set point.
After all that, what a tremendous rally. Goanaga makes him pay with a shot off the Rebote. I was talking with Ethan, our guy from Rebote Analytics, and the shots off the Rebote have been way up. I mean, the last 2 weeks or so. I mean, up nearly 10%, but there's Goanaga. It's above his head, but look at how much this opens up. Again, big backhand coming right up the middle. So you talk about feeding a Rebote that's kind of coming right to Goanaga in rhythm, and he just turns it 2 walls. Right in the middle of the court. That's not where he wanted to put it. Now a chance to push it to a 3rd set.
Catch by Unda off the cortada serve by Goanaga. Unda reaching way up to make the catch. Hard throw. Goanaga's there. Winding up. Kosti inside. Will score. Point and set for Goanaga and Ubiya. 3rd set coming up. Just 2 minutes. I mean, Unda played about as good. That drop there at the end. We've seen him make that drop earlier in the set. or even a couple of them, but he was spotless. Spotless on those catches, those scoops. His positioning was excellent. He was firing, wasn't clipping. Did have 2 backhand 2-walls that didn't help things out much in the first and second set.
No, and then you think back and just giving one away, how much that would have helped there late in the set.
And Goenaga, the positioning, I mean, throwing the ball super, super hard, both Ubia there and Unda. Both can't, here we see it. The rebote coming up. You see, he's throwing that from around the 3 line. And we haven't seen a home run yet. And don't worry, folks, you don't get extra points for that. We very rarely see it. It's, in fact, I don't believe, we may have had one at the other facility. I'm trying to think that I've said it. I mean, I have seen it on this court.
I mean,
so what constitutes a home run?
Pardon my ignorance.
No, it's not ignorant. It's
in this
because
case,
it's not a thing. It's just, so I take a backhand, okay, and I'm out here, right?
Yeah.
And of course it's me because I can do this.
Yeah.
I take a backhand and I just blast it, kaboom, right?
Okay.
And it hits high on the back wall, hits the floor, bounces from the floor, makes it all the way back to the front wall.
Okay.
It has to touch the front wall 2 times.
That was the clarifying question.
Yes.
Is it a home run just if it gets over the front quarter's head off the back wall, or it's got to go wall to wall to wall?
It's got to go. It has to touch the front wall twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the real 3-wall play, the home run. They don't talk about that one. Speaking of the 3-wall, though, we saw Inaki try it a few times there. Just didn't get it to open up. But watch out for that, folks. I think that is going to be the shot. If someone or one of these, 2 of these front quarters can figure it out, that is a lethal shot because the back quarter can't catch it in the air, and if it's thrown well, the front quarter can't catch it on the rebote either.
We saw that yesterday.
We saw it yesterday, and Manu threw one last game day where he went 3 walls, and it was nearly a home run. So see if they try that again here in this 3rd set. Players out there just about ready to begin. Coming up next, we didn't give you the full slate, but Division II doubles coming up next. Jairo and Manu against Kosheri and Arta. And then we'll go to singles between Bradley and Ben up next.
Ready to begin our 3rd and final set. First team to 6 points will win this match. Inaki serves. There's serve. 3rd set has begun. Difficult rebote saved by Inaki at the side wall. Goenaga winding up. Sends it to Unda. Reaching out. Makes the catch. Low runner. Picked up by Ubia. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Inaki. To the forehand of Ubia. Ubia powerfully from the right side. Unda takes it on the bounce. Unda moves in. Backhand from the 8. Back to the inside. To the corner. Out to the rebote. Unda now from the 9. Powerfully. Goenaga stops that. Inaki at the side wall makes the play. What a catch by Ubia off the wall. Rebote coming out. Goenaga forehand rebote. Stopped on the right side of Unda. Ubia moving in. He makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote right up the middle. Inaki's there. Unda from the right side. Unda now from the 8 line. Ubia steps up. Overhead. Unda makes the play. That ball carries along the wall, left side of Ubiya. We on the catch. Ball tipped. First point of the decisive third set goes to the Renegades, Gonaga and Ubiya.
Yeah, a little surprising, too, for Unda. That right side for him is a little more sure-handed than the left. I mean, nearly 92% on the forehand this season, closer to 90% on the left side, and that's just an untimely miss here to begin the third set.
Ubiya on the catch, backhand. Robote, that rebound off the back wall played by Gonaga. Robote forehand by Unda. Stop by Gonaga. Gonaga fires it back. Unda makes the play. Backhand 2-all.
Oh, it's out. Oh, my
That one
goodness.
landed out. A second point for Gonaga and Ubiya.
Boy, and it just gets even more frustrating because the space is there again. Look at Gonaga. He's to the middle of the court, susceptible to shots off the rebote or a backhand 2-all. Look, if I'm Unda, he's now flirted with the boundary a few times. I'd go higher as opposed to wider. Don't throw it out of play, though. That's worst case scenario.
I would not even think
I wouldn't advise
about
it. Yeah.
throwing a
Well,
backhand 2-all
no,
unless the other two players are lying down on the ground.
I think that was subconsciously given to him by Inaki up there. I think he's got the message.
There's a backhand by Iñaki. Rebote, forehand. Unda's there. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed.
Yeah, Unda stopped, and it looks like he's pointing down at the floor. May get it wiped up, but or Ubiya was in his way. I think that's what he's saying. Interference ruled. Point will be replayed, though. Yeah, and Ubiya puts the hand up, so I think he kind of knows that. Caught in the cookie jar there. It's all right. Replay the point. No issue.
Backhand by Unda to the corner, out to the rebote. Rebote by Gonaga. Added an extra G there. Just, you know, I occasionally do that. Big backhand to the inside. Rebote by Unda, beautifully thrown. Stopped by Gonaga. Scoop by Ubiya. He keeps the ball in play. Iñaki from the 6th line. Unda powerfully to the corner. Rotate forehand, sidearm by Gonaga. Unda's there. Catch by Gonaga. Here's the backhand. Robote to the inside on the wall. Iñaki gets in there to make the play. Hard to the corner, out to the Robote, Gonaga. Unda moves up, throws a carom that scores. Well done. A point for Inaki and Unda here in the third set.
Yeah.
Iñaki serves.
That's gorgeous. I mean, just above the pad, gets it to open up too. And again, it's all about the positioning of the opposing front court, with Gonaga being aggressive and staying to the inside. Again, he's leaving the team a little bit exposed to well-executed shots. We haven't seen a bunch of them from the Cyclones, and truthfully, Inaki hasn't been all too aggressive in this match. There was one 2-all attempt that sticks out that Gonaga stopped.
Well, as far as kill shots.
And outside of that, yeah, he hasn't really thrown a lot of risky shots. It's been 3-walls, it's been inside.
Drop shots, yeah.
But it's not anything that if it doesn't score, that might get killed back on you. And then that's the type of thing.
It's being risk averse, and Goanaga's been on.
Yeah.
Low runner. What a scoop by Unda. On the wall the whole way. Robote saved by Gonaga. Unda makes the catch. Backhand. Blasted to the inside. Ubia from the back wall, backhand to the inside. Oh, what a catch on the forehand of Unda. Big right side from the corner. Robote, saved by Goanaga. Iñaki has it on the forehand. Cortada, stopped by Ubia. Unda makes the catch in the air. Launches his forehand. Stopped by Ubia. Picada, big bounce. Will score. 2-2, all tied up in the third set. Iñaki serves.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, on the floor, right into the sidewall, and
this is some of the
that's not an
best
easy catch for anyone.
highlight that I've seen Unda play. I mean, in any one match. Court positioning's been excellent. Power's been good. Shot selection's been good, all except for those 3 backhand 2-walls. Yeah. And I don't want to pick on those. I mean, it just didn't work.
Oh, and as stupid as this sounds, Stu, when you play up to 6 and you've given away 3, I mean, that's half of a set worth of points that you've given up on backhand 2-walls alone.
That doesn't sound stupid to me.
It's just I'm not a math guy, but that seems like a lot.
I consider myself a highlight guy. It's like, I'm not doing it. Yeah. There's a backhand by Unda. Robote. Unda's there. Backhand by Unda. Right to the corner. Out to the Robote. Forehand Robote.
Did he stay in?
Goanaga catches that in the air. Throws that one back hard. Unda will not be there for the Robote. A third point for the Renegades. Goanaga and Ubia. Goanaga has the serve.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Goanaga, you can't let that ball drop. And it was looking pretty close to the boundary. Maybe would have been in. Great shot selection here. Gets it on the sidewall, then touches the floor. So either Unda has to scoop that up or position himself for a very difficult Robote. And that just opened up a little wider than he was expecting.
Hard serve by Goanaga. Catch and return by Unda. Robote by Goanaga. Inaki gets in there. There's a shot. Ubia stopped it before the second bounce. Inaki tries to pass. Ubi is there. Backhand from the 9. Unda over the top. Catch by Ubia. Outside placement. Off the court. A 4th point for Goanaga and Ubia. Goanaga serves the Renegades.
You know, I love the defense too, but it's just really hurting them with the offense and the lack of, you know, consistent execution. There was a perfect carom earlier in the set, but now he's given away more than he scored in set 3, and that's not a winning recipe.
No, it's really not. At this point, it's like stick with catching and throwing. You're throwing hard. Keep the ball in the corner. Let the front quarter do what he's going to do when he's going to do it. That's it.
And with Goanaga being so aggressive, the one to be shooting is Inaki up there in the front, especially the makeup of this team. And look what happened. I mean, get a quick point, just playing it to the inside.
3rd point for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki has the serve.
But you brought up a good, you know, we were talking earlier about being a little risk averse with the shots. That's okay if you're built to win that way. But if you look at the numbers, Ubia is catching nearly 4% higher than Unda. It's not a winning recipe when you have the weaker of the 2 backcourters. When you have the backcourter that's willing to stand back to like Manu, Nicholas, Aratz, Benny, Amigarena, you name it, like those 5, yeah, that's okay. But in this matchup, you got to take some chances. And we'll see if they do late, and they're still very much in this match.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
I mean, a couple good shots for Inaki, and they can pull this one out.
Ball missed on the forehand of Ubia. That's an ace. 4-4 is the score. Iñaki serves.
Slow roller coming to Ubia's forehand, and those floaters are a little difficult to handle.
Well, and Gonaga is known for reaching and picking serves.
Let's see if he goes for one here. You know, Inaki's one of the more consistent first servers. He always crosses the wall, but see if he's got a chance.
Bia on the backhand. Inaki calls for the rebote. Big bounce. Ubia makes the catch. Backhand from the 8. Unda, backhand, thrown powerfully, caught by Gonaga. Gonaga, low runner. Oh, caught on the forehand of Unda. Big right side, stopped in the air by Gonaga. Unda again, over the top. Rebote by Inaki for the big bounce.
Oh,
and that scores a 5th point for Inaki and Unda. Possible match point for the Cyclones.
And just attacking Ubia these last few points. I mean, both floaters, one on the rebote, one off the serve, and it's been Inaki with a big run at a big time here into a possible match point.
Ubia on the backhand. Inaki rebote to the inside. Ubia takes it on the bounce. Backhand, powerfully thrown from the 8. Unda's there. Ubia against the back wall, tough catch. Inaki calls for the rebote, puts it inside. Ubia will take that high on the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 5-5 in the 3rd set. Match point.
And it's amazing. The first matchup when it was Gonaga and Arta came down to the last point of a 3rd set, and another one right here to see who's going to win the first match of this game day. And boy, everything at stake in the game day, in the season. This is maybe the biggest point of the year.
Unda on the catch. Costello to pass. Bote coming out. Oh, what a catch by Unda. Throws it back hard. Ubia is there. Unda again, tough catch. Blasts the backhand. Ubia makes the catch. Unda again, a 3rd fine catch out of the way. Ubia makes the play. Unda to the corner. Big backhand. Unda powerfully. Rebote coming out. Gonaga makes a save. Here's Unda on the right side. Powerful forehand into the cesta of Gonaga. Unda powerfully from the left side. Ubia is there. Rebote coming for Inaki. Inaki placement to the inside. Ubia picks it up. Backhand. Low and hard and caught by Inaki. Backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Gonaga.
Oh my God.
Rebote saved by Inaki. Big bounce inside. What a catch by Ubia.
I'll tell you what, that was probably the last thing Ubia wanted to see after missing 2 floaters earlier.
Gonaga's got the ball. Backhand straight back. Rebote coming out. Rebote, big bounce to the inside. Ubia is there. Ubia powerfully to the back wall. Rebote for Inaki. Inaki back to the inside. Rebote forehand. Ubia takes it on the bounce. Catch by Unda. Unda powerfully on the inside the whole way. That's the way it will come to an end. Such a hard fought, well played match. Inaki and Unda get the win.
What a match to get this game day started. And folks, look at what happened here. Off the tip of the cesta in the backcourt.
While trying to get away.
Oh, man. Unfortunate way to end the match, but you know how much it means to the Cyclones. See the reaction there by Unda. They're on the board first. What a win to start off this game day. Match 2 coming up next to Division 2 doubles. That'll bring out Jairo and Manu against Gosheri and Arta.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Check out that game day score reflecting the win by Inaki and Unda. You got the Cyclones on the board. You see the standings there, bottom row. The winner of this game day between the Renegades and Cyclones really helped themselves out in terms of locking up a top 2 seed as we head towards the playoffs. And in the event of a game day tie, Stu, I mean, Renegades and Cyclones just move up to 7.5, and we'll see you in that last game day. But Inaki and Unda over in the cage. Let's hear from them after that big win. What a start to the game day, guys. Congratulations. I mean, what a match. 5-5 in the third set for the second time against this Renegades Division III doubles team. What was the difference today? You guys are able to close it out on that last point.
The last time we played against Goenaga, played with Arta, and was the day of the hit in the nose. I think that we started that match as same as today, but then I was very accelerated. But today happened the same. It's our first tough game with this ball, and we won. It's a very tough game, but I think we are one of the best or the best team in the third division.
Inaki, as a partner, when you're communicating with Unda, is he paying enough attention to you when you're calling him off?
Yeah, our communication is good. He's playing. He's playing really good. He gives everything that he has, so I'm happy for that.
Awesome, guys. Well, what a great win.
Great together.
And 6-3 together this year. One of the top teams in this division. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Mucho gusto.
All right, we're going over to Division II doubles next, Stu. How about the partnership? I mean, Inaki, man. You gave him the shotgun, and he said, you know what, the safety's on.
I set him up. I set up that question. He
Ooh,
didn't take it.
what a good partner. Jairo and Manu will take on Gosheri and Arta here. Both teams coming to this one with a record of 3-5. And it was Gosheri and Arta that won the first matchup earlier in the regular season, just earlier in April, back on April 3rd, 6-4 in a third set. The Renegades are able to win this one. If they do today, they will tie up the game day. But if Jairo and Manu can win, the Cyclones will take a commanding 2-0 lead.
We are ready to begin our next match. Jairo has the serve. Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand. Manu. High to the front wall, a little too high. That hit the pad. First point of this match goes to the Renegades, Gosheri and Arta.
I mean, Gosheri and Arta have just had a brutal schedule this season because Arta's had to play up in Division I and also Arta playing in Division III too. The last 3 matches for this team, they lost all 3, but 6-3, 6-3, and 6-4 in a third set. Gosheri's been really solid the last week and a half, and the shots have seemed to be coming back to him a little more.
Here's the backhand by Arta. Jairo, forehand rebote save. Gosheri moving in aggressively. Tipped the ball. 1-1. Jairo serves.
Yeah, that was very aggressive. Difficult catch because it was placed along the side wall, but if it touches the floor and Gosheri's moving up on it, usually like that. You see here, it's a very defensive rebote save. I mean, he's moving up. It stays inside and just a miss.
Here's the backhand by Arta. Rebote, left side by Manu. Passes Gosheri. Arta's there. Gosheri, backhand from the 7 line. Wall to wall. Ball tipped by Manu back at the 9 line. Second point for Gosheri and Arta of the Renegades.
You could tell, I mean, Gaucheri was backing up in that point, getting close to the 9 line. He's going to be as aggressive as we've ever seen. I mean, with the game day on the line, trying to tie it up, that's the type of aggressive play you want to see.
Manu on the catch, backhand, the inside. Here's Arta. Arta on the left side to the inside, headed to the corner. Arta makes the stop at the 10. Forehand rebote by Gaucheri, played low. Catch by Arta. Rebote on the wall again. That one clears the overhead pad. Jairo's got it. Cortada stopped by Gaucheri. Rebote forehand, sidearm. This one caught by Jairo. Jairo powerfully to the inside. Gaucheri had it in his cesta, could not make the stop. 2-2. Jairo serves for the Cyclones.
Yeah, Jairo's been figuring it out too. I mean, he had a big stretch here in about the first month, at the end of February to about the middle of April, where he was really struggling, but he started to turn the corner a bit. He got a win alongside Manu the last time out in Division II doubles, and again, he's really benefited from just powering these right sides deep into the corner and forcing his opponent to make that catch consistently.
Powerful backhand. Manu's looking for the rebote. He goes to the floor to make the save. Gaucheri, drop shot, will score. 3 points for the orange shirts. Gaucheri and Arta of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Gaucheri's second on the roster in drop shot kills this year. I mean, he's got such a great costado, and if he can keep it to the inside like this with this finesse shot, it just makes it so difficult on the opponents. Again, you see Jairo all the way starting near the wood. You got to respect the 2-wall or the outside placement, but also have to get there inside too.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Low hard serve by Gaucheri, handled by Manu. Rebote dropping. Gaucheri makes a save. Jairo with the pick on the left side. Rebote. Rebote powerfully thrown. Arta's there. Arta hard to the inside. Not coming out. 4th point for Gaucheri. And Arta of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Well, Gaucheri has really set the pace in this match, and it's going to be about as fast as we've seen. Jairo really doesn't play at that speed mostly. I mean, this is a defensive-minded team in Jairo and Manu. He'll move to the outside, defend the shots. Manu will stand back there and catch every ball, 1,000 in a row if he has to. But again, when they need to put points on the board quickly, that's kind of where they've struggled throughout the year.
That ball kicks off the wall. Arta makes the play. Rebote dropping and scoring. 5 points for Gaucheri. And Arta, possible set point here for the Renegades.
And it's back-to-back rebotes that have just dropped in front of Jairo. I mean, the ball is coming out a little bit more, but just haven't been able to get exactly the right read on it early.
Manu on the backhand. Lands in and scores. Perfect placement. 3 points for Jairo Manu. Still possible set point for Gaucheri and Arta.
And that one caught the corner, opened up like the backhand 2-wall. Not going too wide, but right towards the cage. There was never a doubt, really, that this ball was going to land in. And then it hits the back cage, and that point is over.
Arta keeps it low, caught by Jairo. Gaucheri Backhand from the 7. Rebote forehand, 2 pass. Bushiri makes the rebote save. Manu moves up, catches it in the air. Arta Pai, fine catch. Here's the backhand. Tipped by Jairo. Point and set for the Renegades. Go Sherry and Arta. 2 minutes on the board. Come back out. Player next set.
Well, rather quick set and pretty uneventful, too. I mean, just more missed catches than we're used to seeing at this level. You got to credit Gaucheri, too, because, you know, when he gets out there, he likes to play fast, and it seemed like that gave the Cyclones just a little bit of trouble. Jairo was aggressive, tipped a few there, and then that last one ranging back over his head. Not an easy play.
Both Jairo and Manu looking just slightly out of position on a few of their throws, which is really rare for Manu. So as far as the schedule is concerned, Andrew, we played yesterday.
Yes.
Playing today. Play tomorrow, 3 p.m.
We do.
Then we're here Friday. Then what happens?
Then we come back on Tuesday, April 28th. We will play. That will be the final regular season game day between the Cyclones and Chargers. Then we're going to be off Wednesday and Thursday next week as we prepare for the playoffs.
I'll probably get my hair cut, but that's...
Me too, actually. Maybe we'll go together.
We both could use it.
Yeah, I think so. Then the playoffs will be Friday night, May 1st. So not this upcoming Friday, but the next Friday night, we'll have a doubleheader. First game day beginning at 3 p.m. The second game day beginning at 7 p.m. Then the winner...
a long highlight day.
But a good highlight day, Stu.
They're
most
all
importantly.
Any day we're playing highlight is a good day. It's a great day, in fact, but it's a long highlight day.
And then the winners of each of those playoffs will then meet up in the championship the following Friday. That is May 8th. And then we'll crown a Battle Court champion here in Season 9. And then we'll take the summer off and do it all again in the fall. Stu.
Yes, some of us will take the summer off.
Well, the league has taken the summer off. I mean...
I start sweeping again May 9th.
You were getting some vacuuming work in earlier today. Just getting some reps,
love that
maybe
vacuum.
preparing.
I sincerely do. Joking aside, I really do. That back is the way to go. We're ready to begin our second set. Jairo has a serve for Cyclones. Jairo serves. We begin. Backhand by Arta. Jairo from the 7. Bushiri from the inside to the back wall. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Bushiri up high on the left side.
Wow, how did that clear?
Scoop by Arta. Manu is there. Rebote by Gaucheri. Taken on the bounce by Manu. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Powerful. Right up the middle. Jairo's on it. Ball tipped off the bounce. First point of the second set goes to Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones.
The best shot is really off the rebote, trying to target Arta. You go high into the corner with that bounce. We've seen a lot of backcourters struggle with that today.
Arta on with the low runner went.
And Gaucheri ducked. Good communication.
I'm glad that he knew to. Wow.
Yeah, he hit the ground.
Rebote up the middle, played by Gaucheri. Fire to the inside. What a catch by Manu. I can't explain to you how complicated that catch was. That was coming straight up, crossing the wall as it was moving up. And Manu is just...
I think there's one guy that makes that catch and you're looking at him.
100%.
Here's a backhand by Manu. Arta. Also, you know, Douglas is known for making a couple of those just completely impossible catches at the sidewall.
Well, I was thinking backcourt specific, which is why.
That ball is tipped by Jairo. We're all tied up, 1-1.
And that's been, you know, again, uncommon for Jairo throughout his career, but all too common the last few weeks and really in this tough stretch for him. It's just a lot of tip balls up there in the front court, just trying to make a play on it and trying to put points on the board and not even getting a chance without making the catch.
Gaucheri changes things up on that serve. To the outside it goes. Gaucheri on the rebote high. Rebote. Saved by Manu. Gaucheri reaching out. Karam. Stopped but not held on to. 2 points for Gaucheri and Arta in the second set. Gaucheri serves.
And that Karam has been thrown pretty effectively too. We saw it with Inaki in the previous match. And now Gaucheri, there's really no angle here. He's inside. Jairo's already getting a read on it and getting a head start. He just can't track it down, working away from him as that ball is getting into the net.
Hard serve by Gaucheri. Excellent catch by Manu. Jairo down low, backhand from the 6. Arta's there up high. Rotate forehand by Gaucheri. Jairo has it on the left side. Gaucheri's calling for the rebote. Plays it to the inside. Manu will take that overhead on the bounce. Hard to the inside. Gaucheri's there.
That's another just crazy good catch by Manu. I mean, it looks like nothing, but boy, that is very good.
No, he has a habit of making things look easy. They're definitely not. Backhand by Manu. Along the wall to the left side of Arta. Manu powerfully to the back wall, out to the rebote. Outside placement of the rebote, stop. Gaucheri's calling for this one. He saves it. Rebote played to the inside. Big bounce. Manu's there. He passes. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri.
Oh.
That ball is still in play.
Oh,
2-all is in. Third point for Gaucheri and Arta. Gaucheri serves.
Boy, got a huge kick on that rebote over Manu's head, and Jairo just flicks it up back in play. Look at this. That kicked up. Manu is like, oh my God, what a bad break. And Jairo stays with the play, but only for a moment. I mean, you get this 2-wall. He throws it so hard, and Jairo, you just got to get out of the way. You didn't know whether that was coming to the right or the left, and Sherry's able to score with it. 3-1.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. I mean, that serve had an afterburner on it. So that whitish like flame coming off the back of it. It's like it kicked and then took off. Excellent serve by Gaucheri is stopped by Manu. Rebote 2-all. Scores. A fourth point for Gaucheri and Arta of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Well, that's just vintage Gaucheri. And, you know, it's a rebote that's coming out to him. It's not the easiest rebote in the world. He's pretty tight to the sidewall, but he snaps it in a second. I mean, he throws the shot so quickly and with his power, too. I mean, good luck getting out there. Jairo's only gotten to one of them. They weren't even able to score with it.
There's backhand by Manu. Rebote coming out. Rebote played high. Jairo cuts it off, shoots it outside. Gaucheri puts it back inside where it scores. Well done. 5 points for Gaucheri and Arta here in the second set. Possible match point.
Like in basketball, they have the crossover. Like in here, Jairo's thinking he's going 2-all the entire way, and he fakes him out and keeps it inside. That is so well executed. Gaucheri, of all players, seems to have really figured things out the last 2 weeks, and this is probably the best version he has right at the right time.
Ace for the win. Point set and match for Gaucheri and Arta, taking it in straight sets. 6-3, 6-1.
A decisive straight set victory for Gaucheri and Arta. And we got a tie game day through the first two. One and only singles match coming up next, Division 5 between Bradley and Ben. Take a look at some replays from match number 2. See that low runner by Arta. Gets it into the corner. Manu going down to the floor. Keeps it in play, but feeds Gaucheri here. Gets it on the drop shot. To the costado where it scores. Another rebote here dug out. Look at Gaucheri moving up the entire way. So aggressive. And then here's the carom. Gets it in, and it scores. Forehand rebote, low to the inside, over Manu's head. Jairo sticks with it, but the one common theme with all these points, Cyclones laying up a rebote and Gaucheri just killing them with it. And another one there on the 2-wall. Rebote here, this was just perfect. Hadn't seen one of those, a true 2-wall off the rebote, beats Jairo to the net, and then this one just crossed him up. I mean, look at that. He was working to the outside, and Gaucheri's like, you know what? Inside's wide open. And in the end, 6-3, 6-1. Just a dominant victory for Gaucheri and Arta to tie up this game day. Renegades sending out Ben up next to try to keep it going and retake the lead. But Bradley's been a tough opponent in singles too. Both players entering with 3-1 win-loss records. But we will get back to Gaucheri and Arta first. Now 4-5 this season, so again, that record means that Gaucheri and Arta will be playing the final game day for the Renegades. That's this upcoming Friday night against the Fireballs. Rounding in the form at the right time, let's hear from that winning team, Gaucheri and Arta. Congratulations, guys. What a match that was. Straight set victory. The thing that stuck out to me was the pace early on. I mean, was that a conscious part of the game plan today, or what was going on there, Arta?
No, I mean, my job was to try to scramble the point a little bit, try to throw it like in between both of them and force Jairo to make a tough rebound, or even Manu, and give this guy a chance to get up there and kill the point, which he did. So that was it.
Yeah, and Gaucheri, for you, the last 2 weeks or so, your shot making has really been phenomenal. I mean, how confident are you as we're gearing towards the playoffs now?
Yeah, as I said in the match before, I prefer this ball. I feel more comfortable, and I think I'm playing better too. And for the playoff, we are ready.
Awesome,
yes.
Guys. What a great performance there. Tied up the game day. We'll see what happens with Ben here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ben against Bradley here, Division 5 singles. Bradley entering this one, 3-1 record, as is Ben. And again, whoever wins this one will give their team the game day lead early on. This is the 5th and final match for both players in this season for singles.
Ready to begin our next match, a singles match. Bradley has the serve for the Cyclones. Bradley serves, we begin. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand. Ben makes the catch to the outside. Plays it high. That ball will score. Ben with the first point of this match. He serves.
Well, Ben has just been really consistent in singles play this year. He's not giving his opponents anything off the unforced errors. He's just simply making one more catch. And then when he's got the opportunity, he's been developing that costado. So don't be surprised if you see a few more shots from Ben. But if he's got the opportunity to pass from the right side and get the chick-chack, Well, that's probably plan A.
Powerful backhand by Bradley. Rebote, swing and a miss, mid-court. We're tied up at 1-1. Bradley has the serve.
And you have two pure backcourters playing in this matchup right here. So again, when they can pass and get the opponent to rebote, I think you're going to see that pretty early on in all of these points. The first throw is key. Just got to get it over his head. That sets it up for both Bradley and Ben.
Fine serve and an excellent catch. Rebote forehand is up. Ben takes that on the bounce. In and out of the cesta it goes. 2 points for Bradley of the Cyclones. He serves.
Those are tough rebote saves. I mean, they're in play, and they got a big bounce on them. Look, those are not going to be easy for Ben to handle. As you can see, that one just dropping out as he tried to make the catch over his head.
Fault, underserve. Second serve, must be good. Bradley going for that real low cortada serve that crosses that side wall. Here's Ben on the catch. Backhand. Caught by Bradley. Bradley from the 9 line. Ben takes it in the air. Powerful forehand. Bradley's there to make the catch. Powerful backhand. Rebote. Big backhand by Bradley. Rebote way up there. Ben goes for the 2-all. Bradley. Oh, that ball was caught before the second bounce, but Ben could not hold on. 3 points for Bradley. He serves.
Kind of like what we saw for both players here. I mean, Ben's got an opportunity. He goes for a shot off the rebote, but Bradley's just quick. I mean, one of the fastest guys, former track star at the University of Miami, and he gets to it, throws a drop shot. Looked to be droppy enough, but Ben got there. Just difficult to control.
Oh, could not be more proud of both of these guys. I mean, 2 original 2018 Magic City players there at day 1. No highlight experience before that. In the Jam Arena on the historic Miami court.
Still playing and getting better, too.
Oh, 100%. It's great to watch. Here's the catch by Bradley. Scoop attempt missed. 4th point for Bradley of the Cyclones. He serves.
Yeah, Ben just hasn't looked this uncomfortable out there in singles, and probably all has to do with Bradley's power. I mean, the ball's consistently being dropped at his feet. He's had to rebote more than he has in previous matches.
Yeah, Bradley has just been moving Ben all around. Something different from the serve to the drop shot to passing him. Bradley's had Ben on the move the entire match.
And that's where he's done damage this year. He's won 25 points off his opponent's tip balls in singles, and he's only given up 13.
Ace. 5 points for Bradley. Possible. Set point for Bradley.
And you noted, too, he changes up that serve. You can never really get a read on what exactly is coming next. Now within a point of taking this first set.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good.
And at his power, this is almost like a true cortada serve. Like, Ben almost has no chance to get there before the second bounce, if thrown perfectly. Flirting with the really underserve line, but yeah, that's what you have to do if you want to ace him like that. Oh, he went for it.
The ace will score 6 points for Bradley. 2 minutes to go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next match. Set.
6-1. Strong win there for Bradley. Takes the opening set. Remember, Bradley started off 3-0 as well. I mean, he beat Robin 6-0, 6-5, took down CRB in straight sets. And then that match against Kubala. I mean, the Bradley-Kubala match played 32 of a possible 33 points, and Bradley won 6-5 in the third set. Bradley's only loss was against Bueno, who, again, playing in Division 5, the way that Bueno's played all year, I mean, well above his rank, too. So it's certainly not a bad loss at all. And it's the same for Ben. I mean, both of these players, the only loss was to Ben, just happened for Bueno. In Ben's case, went on to a third set where he lost 6-3.
And Bradley, who is classically stoic in player's cage. I mean, just got a big smile after talking with Jairo. Now, Jairo does have that quick, dry wit, so, but Bradley's usually impervious to wit, humor, joking around, compliments.
Well, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign, though, on a day where we talked about yesterday with, you know, some of the Fireballs playing a little tighter and the Devils playing without that pressure. It's just good to see keeping it light on a day like today. It could be the difference.
There's keeping it light, and here we're still in the player's cage with Bradley tying into the cesta, and Ben is swaying back and forth there on the service line, ball in hand. That man is ready to serve.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
He just needs someone to serve, too.
Bradley this year has been doing it all with the right side. His forehand rate in singles is 67%. So 2 out of every 3 throws are coming from that right side. And with the way that this ball reacts off the back wall, and it's just devastating for Ben. We'll see what he's got here in set number 2. And Ben will have that serve to begin.
We're ready to begin our second set. Ben has the serve for the Renegades.
And you look at the numbers for Ben, he's done a lot of his damage just limiting the unforced errors. He's won 9 points on his opponents throwing it out of play, and he's only given up 3. And in terms of the tip balls, he's got more than his opponents.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
That's not the type of recipe you see for a player that's 3-1 in singles, but he can turn it on.
Bradley powerfully from the forehand. Ben commits to the backcourt, makes a beautiful catch on the side wall. In and out of the cesta, that ball goes. Ben gets the first point of the second set. He serves.
Yeah, he had to work through a little bit of contact, too. Bradley played through it, went up for that catch. That was his best chance. He's got the height. He's got the leaping ability to stop it on that back wall. Just couldn't bring it in.
Fault over serve. Bradley from the forehand. Ben makes the catch on the right side. Big bounce off the frame of Bradley's cesta. Ben gets the second point and the serve for the Renegades.
Right off the serve, Bradley gets it to his forehand, and he's unable to pass. I mean, that is so key to setting up these points. Get it over Ben's head, because that time he caught it in the air, puts a good throw inside on the bounce, that Bradley misses.
Sidearm carom stopped by Ben. Ben now going high to pass. Does not pass. Bradley makes the great catch. Ben turns that rebote. There's Bradley with control midcourt. Low and hard. Scoop by Ben. Not able to hold on to it, though. Bradley gets a point and the serve for the Cyclones.
Well, great defense by Bradley here. He goes for this carom pretty early on the point, which Ben stops, but then you see later on, Bradley back in front, crosses the side wall, and just comes up and in on Ben. We've seen that where players just don't know exactly what angle it's coming off the side wall, and that's what makes it so difficult to adjust to.
Ben goes low to make the catch. Powerful forehand. Caught by Bradley. Bradley going wall to wall from the right side. Ben on the run. Eyes on the rebote. 2-all does not open. Stopped by Braggley. Braggley passes. Tick, chack, scores. Thrown perfectly by Braggley. 2-2. Braggley serves.
That was just perfectly executed, start to finish. I mean, first throw, passing Ben, then Ben lays up a rebote, which Bradley gets outside. Throw it over his head, touch the floor first, and you're going to get that chick-chack to tie it back up, 2-2. It's been a really good performance from Bradley so far.
Good hard serve by Braggley. Backhand by Ben. Wall-to-wall from left side. Rebote saved by Braggley. Ben, eyes on the ball. Good positioning. Powerful backhand. Forehand rebote by Braggley. Kept in play. Ben's there. Two all. Lands out. A third point for Ben. He serves. I don't think Ben wanted to keep feeding that rebote. He's not very good. He's so strong. He's not very good at taking power off.
Right, but again, in this case, rather you overthrow the backhand than underthrow it, and Bradley's able to catch it in the air. Because you see there, it just looked a little uncomfortable as he's turning and looking towards the back wall.
Powerful forehand by Braggley. Rebote at the side wall will score.
That's perfect.
3-3. Braggley serves for the Cyclones.
Yeah, then off the back wall, that ball was on a line between the 6 and 7 line, and it was tight to the side wall as Ben tried to save that rebote. He really just could not have placed that ball any better. You see Unda pumping up Bradley in the cage there. I mean, his teammates knows what's at stake right here.
Braggley with that powerful serve, stopped by Ben, and a beautiful catch. Braggley, rebote. Ben makes the catch on the left side. 2-all, too hard. It's a fourth point for Braggley of the Cyclones. He serves.
Yeah,
you know, it was a really good. I'm sorry.
No, Stu, go ahead.
I think we're thinking the same thing.
I think we are.
Yeah, no, that was really a bright choice by Ben. That was just execution, just a little too hard. Was that what you were thinking?
The 2 walls from the outside open up a little more. That's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, you throw that 2 feet from the side wall, that's perfect. From the outside, that's just not going to stay in. But to your point, everything up to that throw, I mean, so well set up, just got to execute.
Ben on the catch. There's a backhand, powerfully thrown. Braggley committed to the backcourt, fires one over the top. Picava, stopped by Ben. Braggley, powerful forehand. Ben, tough catch, again committed to the backcourt. Now Braggley's committed, that is going to score. 4-4 is the score. Ben has the serve. That's why you hear me talk about guys committing to the backcourt in singles. And you hear me say it in this facility as opposed to the other facility. It's like, I mean, Braggley's tall enough to get away with it, but if your opponent can pass, there's risk.
Yeah, you just have no chance.
Braggley powerfully from the right side will score. 5 points for Braggley of the Cyclones here in the second set, setting up possible match point.
And this is what Bradley's done all season long. I mean, really, Bueno's been the only one that's been able to handle that power. And here Ben is on the ropes, needing 2 points to extend the match.
Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. we have other players who use the cortada serve, but none who throw it quite like him with that reach, and it just comes in. It hits the ground, and just stays so low.
Yeah, it really is. That's why he said a perfect cortada serve. You have no chance to get to it with Bradley. Oh, that's a double fault.
Double fault. That's a point for Ben. We're at 5-5, so this is set point for Ben, which would force a third and final set. Match point for Bradley.
Well, this first throw here for Bradley becomes very important. Just got to make the catch off the serve and then blast a forehand.
Powerful, powerful forehand. Ben takes off looking for the rebote. Eyes on the rebote. He makes a save. That bounces. Bradley got it. Drop shot. Will score crossing the sidewall. Well played. Point set and match. A well-played match for Bradley.
Look at this shot by Bradley to finish off the match. All power and then the finesse to finish him off here. Contact with the sidewall, and that's 2 bounces and the win for Bradley to give his team a 2-1 game day lead. Got Division I doubles up next. Inaki and Manu will take on Gosheri and Ubia.
Yo, check it out. Another promo from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet party. That's so meta.
No, that's not meta. That's meta.
You think this is meta? This isn't meta. That's meta.
Hey, what's up, Meta?
Man, you're so meta.
Open the Hard Rock Bet app to see your new promos today.
Hey, another promo from Hard Rock Bet.
Now that is meta.
No, I am meta.
I don't even know which one is the real me. You're Meta.
I'm not even sure what that means anymore.
Check out that game day score. 2-1 lead now for the Cyclones. We will get over to Bradley in the cage in just a few moments here, but we got the ongoing practice for Division I doubles. Gosheri's coming back out with Ubia, this time against Inaki and Manu. But what a big spot there for Bradley, coming up clutch for his Cyclones. And he's over in the cage, ready to go after that win. There he is, Bradley. What a great season for you in singles, 4-1 this year. How would you assess that overall play?
For today, it was just trying to give it everything I had and trying to get the ball to pass and just make it tough for him. I know Ben's a great athlete, so when I heard him running back, I was like, let me throw it towards net.
Yeah, awesome, Bradley. Very well executed and just a great season for you overall. Great win there. Good luck in your next match coming up later.
Thank you.
Set up for this Division I doubles match. Inaki and Manu put their 7-1 record on the line as they take on Gosheri and Ubia. So Division I doubles for the Renegades this year. We've had a variety of teams. It's either been Gosheri and Ubia or Gosheri and Arta. Overall, 4-5 in the 9 matches played. When it's been Gosheri and Ubia, just 1-2. Coming off of that only win last game day, that was against Zuleika and Omegarena, though. Also, the second best team record-wise in this division. So, Gosheri and Ubia coming into this one with some confidence. They've already knocked off one of the top teams, but you can argue it'll be even tougher here against Inaki and Manu, who've done it not just this season, but the last 3 seasons. Their consistency is what makes them so great. And another strong record at 7-1. 2 matches left for Inaki and Manu, so they're playing tonight, and also that final game day for the Cyclones, which is against the Chargers. Cyclones could secure a tie with a win. The Renegades could tie this game day back up at 2-2. Big spot for both of these teams, and we'll get it going.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Inaki and Manu playing for the Cyclones, taking on Gosheri and Ubia of the Renegades. Inaki serves. There's serve by Inaki. We've begun. Manu Backhand to the inside. Ubi is there. Ubia to the corner. Manu stops it at the 9. Sherry saves the rebote on the right side. Manu with control. Hard to the inside. Ubia is there again. Rebote forehand for the big bounce. Sherry picks it off. Hilo will score. First point to Gaucheri and Ubia of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves. Gaucheri always, as he said, he's feeling more comfortable. So every opportunity he has to make a shot, he looks to take it. Work for him there. Iñaki picks the serve. Drop shot, dropped into the pad. 2 points for Gaucheri and Ubia. Gaucheri serves. One of the problems with that drop shot off the serve is most of these front quarters are pretty fast, and as you try to take more and more off of it to try to make it a little bit more perfect, the pad's right there to remind you not to make it. Kind of be remind folks that they shouldn't be obsessive about drops. Just throw the drop shot.
Don't be deterred. Yeah. Ooh.
Change up by Gaucheri for the drop shot. Well done. Rebote coming out. Manu reads that perfectly. Advances. Take it in the air. Blasts the backhand. And Ubia is there. Ubia to the outside. Backhand. Manu from the 8. On the wall. Into the corner. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Stopped by Iñaki. Beautiful catch by Ubia. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Wall to wall from the left side it goes. Sherry on the rebote. Stays inside. Manu now from the 8 line. Powerfully. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Ubia. Backhand. Low runner. Scoop by Manu. Rebote on the side wall. Difficult play by Gaucheri. Manu pulls it off the wall, sends it back. Ubia now from the 9 line on the left side. To the backhand of Manu. Big bounce brought down by Manu on the left side. Ubia in the air at the 9. Ubia on the catch. Rebote forehand saved by Iñaki's. Well played. Gaucheri's got it. Oh, Iñaki's there again.
Ooh,
and that scores. Iñaki's placement perfect twice, and he gets the point.
And the positioning on this throw from Gaucheri, I mean, he's been killing that philo, #1 in terms of kills, and also his rate is way up there as well. I mean, he scopes it out. But from that angle, there's not many. It's very hard to throw the drop shot from the inside like that. So you can kind of expect either a splitter or something to the outside. He was right on it and made him pay. Tremendous defense by Iñaki. Standing in on that philo is, I mean, you got to be pretty fearless.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Double fault. A third point for Gaucheri and Ubia. Gaucheri will take over the serve for the Renegades.
Yeah, we were talking about the double faults. Those numbers have just skyrocketed the last few weeks. I was talking to Ethan from Robote Analytics about it. There were 26 double faults in the first 3,093 points played this year. There have been 13 double faults in the last 400 points about. I mean, that just shows you the rate is way up from under 1% to nearly 4%.
Here's backhand by Ubia. Manu, tough catch at the side wall. Ubia launches another one from the 9 line. Back to the side wall. Manu is there. Robote coming out. Gaucheri on the Robote. 2-all. Fired quickly and scoring. A fourth point for Gaucheri and Ubia. Here in the first set. Gaucheri serves.
I think that's how Gaucheri made his name early in his career, is just with his offensive play. And then the defense doesn't get talked about enough because he can do stuff like this. You kind of take that for granted, but he's got the costado 2-all. It doesn't matter if he catches it into here or off the Robote, throwing it with the same efficacy. It's just really phenomenal. And then another ace, too. Oof.
That is an ace. 5 points. Possible set. Yeah, there's not much you could say about that other than he threw that ball about as hard as it could be thrown. Even his posture, it was a unique posture that he used to accomplish it, too.
Yeah, you can see that.
Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Gaucheri on the Robote, fires it low. Manu catches it in the air. Backhand on the wall the whole way. What a catch by Ubia. Manu again. Backhand to the inside. Ubia again. The catch. Low runner, scooped up by Ubia. Tough catch in front of the 10 line. Robote for Gaucheri. Play to the inside. Manu stops it on the bounce. Back to the outside. Gaucheri reads it. Big bounce. Stopped by Manu. Manu hard to the inside. Rotate for Gaucheri. Catch on the forehand of Ubia. Powerful forehand will cross the wall. Manu following it. Robote just missed. Point and set for Gaucheri and Ubia. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set. Yeah, that was pretty fast but intense, I guess is a good way of putting it. Inaki played great. Manu played great. But the Renegades got the points.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you have a shot maker like that, you go throw for throw, it's like, well, no one's really playing badly, but, I mean, 6 of the 7 points, Gaucheri's the one that fires the winning throw. That's what kind of separates him.
Stepping into the philosophical thing of what we do.
Please,
for just a moment. I just recently had this discussion, let's say, right? I watched 2 days of matches, and I saw a fantastic highlight being played. I really did. And I spoke to 2 different people who were of a different mindset than, let's say they're not highlight people. I'm not talking about old school highlight people, but, you know, they appreciate.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were like, yeah, those guys played terrible. I mean, they told me they just played terrible. I said, but how do you qualify terrible? It's like, I didn't see bad drops. I didn't see bad positioning. I saw great effort. Yeah, a couple aces went by. So it's, I don't know if for some people this is just a thing, that the winning of a point and certainly the winning of a match just carries so much more weight in how one views what a highlight player does.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think we were talking about the same game. I really didn't. And I didn't go off like this, but I was very curious.
Yeah, winning is an interesting metric because it kind of, you know, if you don't play so well but you win, it kind of makes up for everything. And sometimes you can play great and you don't win, and everyone's like, well, this guy was terrible, like he didn't win. Well, you know, it's more about the process, and that's kind of what we've been talking about throughout the season.
Very interesting.
Sometimes it's like, don't get too worried about the result. I worry about the process and what's going on and how these points are being played point by point instead of worrying about who ends up scoring and putting it on the board. I think Gaucheri, and kind of to bring it back full circle, I think Gaucheri's been developing his shots this season. He wasn't great at the beginning, but now that he's got the confidence and now that he's playing at this rate, I mean, this is a scary, scary Renegades team. You know, it's like this tropical stormy kites has been brewing over the Atlantic the last 2 months, and it's finally making landfall the last week or so, and it's pretty devastating. We'll see what he can do here in set number 2.
Ready to begin our second set. Iñaki has the serve.
Had to have been upgraded to a Hurricane by now.
There's backhand by Ubia. Manu's there. He takes it off the wall. Backhand hard to the inside. Tough catch by Manu in the air. Ubia steps up, takes that ball on the bounce. Powerful backhand. Sends the ball out to the rebote. Iñaki for the rebote. Cut off by Gaucheri. Second bounce will score. First point for Gaucheri and Ubia of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves. I mean, that's a perfect illustration right there. You know, Gaucheri looks for the shot, looks for the opportunity. Every time he catches the ball, he's looking for the opportunity to kill it. He's very rarely on a purely defensive footing.
And he started in the first match of the day, too, alongside Arta. I mean, he's been, foot on the gas the whole way through. And, 6-1, 6-1, and 6-3 have been the set results against 2 really strong teams as well.
Ball still in play.
Speaking of defensive rebotes, yeah, that's...
Karam by Gaucheri scores 2 points for Gaucheri and Ubia. Gaucheri serves.
Yeah,
Can't take anything away from Ubia either. I mean, Ubia's been backing up Gaucheri beautifully.
Well, what I was going to say with Ubia is he becomes a very important part of this match early. If the Cyclones can sense that they can win this match just beating Ubia over and over in the backcourt, they can execute that. But if he starts making a few catches and then they change up their game plan, well, now you're playing a one-on-one game with Gaucheri and Iñaki at the shots. And again, I don't care who's playing against Gaucheri, he's got to be the favorite.
Here's the backhand by Ubia. Caught on the forehand of Iñaki.
Yeah.
Ball's out. Third point for the Renegades, Gaucheri and Ubia.
And then trying to press, you see right there when things aren't going so well, like how do they consistently put points on the board? It's usually defensively, just grinding out their opponents. But when Gaucheri is playing like this, that's a catch that Iñaki typically doesn't go for and a shot he typically doesn't execute. And now up to a 3-0 lead in this second set.
Excellent catch by Manu off the blasted serve by Gaucheri. Manu has this on the forehand. Plays it high, right up the middle. Ubia is there. Ubia crossing the wall. Iñaki pulls it off right to the corner. What a catch by Ubia. Scoop by Manu. Powerful backhand. Follows a good catch by Ubia. Ubia again, this time at the 9. A 4th point for Gaucheri and Ubia. Here in the second set, Gaucheri has a serve.
Well, this is where Ubia becomes important because there's not many guys that can maintain that speed and get it to drop low in the backcourt without the front quarter picking it. That is just, if Ubia starts to figure it out, don't be fooled by their record. This is not a team people want to see.
Powerful backhand. Rebote forehand saved by Gaucheri. Iñaki has it on the left side, straight to the corner. Ubia's there. Ubia takes that from the side wall. Backhand. Stays inside. Manu moves in.
Ubia just dropping it between the Cyclones consistently. You see Manu scrambling to get up there in the air.
Manu will take that on the bounce. Forehand played high. Ubia takes it in the air, just in front of the 10. Rebote for Gaucheri. Sherry fires this Rebote 2 pass out to the Rebote. Inyaki's on it. Back to the inside. Ubia stops it overhead. Powerful backhand by Manu. Dropping low. Gaucheri makes the save. Ubia now from the 8 line. Manu in the backcourt. Right side to pass. Gaucheri Rebote. Difficult catch by Ubia, and he maintains control. Pulled that off the wall. Manu. Excellent scoop on the left side of Manu. Ubia is there. Great catch on the wall there by Ubia. Manu now. Manu on the catch. Gaucheri looking for the Rebote, fires it, keeps it low. Scoop by Manu. Hard to the inside, and Ubia is there. Rebote by Iñaki. Rebote dropping. Gaucheri attacking. Gaucheri's got the 1 line, and he kills it to score. A straight 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Gaucheri and Ubia.
Gaucheri's like a hawk up there. I mean, he's just watching and waiting until you're just kind of not focused for that 1 second or that one throw. See, he's committed to moving up to this one. Gets there in the air, scopes it out. You're looking at the drop shot where he's second in the league. You're looking for the philo where he's first in kills. There's just so many options, and he throws all of them well. I mean, within a point of winning this match and tying up the game day. And look, I mean, this is 11 of 12 points against Inaki and Manu. This is quite the statement. Oh, he's picked the serve.
Scoop. Inside placement will score. No shutout. A point for Iñaki and Manu. Iñaki serves.
And that could have been an ace if Inaki didn't scoop it up. He sensed that that was going to be a low serve, made a play, got him on the board here. Just need a lot more of that to extend this match.
See if it's had any effect on the focus of, or if it has any effect on the focus of Gaucheri and Ubia. Ubia on the right side.
Watch out.
Low and hard. Scooped up by Manu. What a catch by Ubia off the wall. Powerful backhand. Manu reaches in. Great catch. Iñaki from 6th line. To the back wall, out to the Rebote. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Caught in the air by Manu. Manu powerfully from the left side. Gaucheri on the Rebote. Back to the inside it goes. Manu catches it. Manu on the backhand. Ubia, difficult catch off the wall. Ubia again, this time from the 10. Inaki, left side, straight back. to the rebote. Gaucheri lays it up. Manu. Sherry has it on the costado. Rifles it inside. What a scoop by Manu. What a catch by Ubia. Backhand 2-all scooped by Iñaki. Inside placement taken by Gaucheri. Inside placement scooped by Manu. Ubia at the back wall makes the play. Rebote. That's gonna fall short. What a point.
What a win.
Point, set, and match. A straight set victory for the Renegades.
And amazing. Gaucheri, as he slapped hands with Ubia after that win, gave him like a, yeah, nice job. Well done. Yeah, 6-1, 6-1 over Inaki and Manu. That's quite the statement and a big win to tie up this game day. Up next, Division 5, then Division 4 doubles. We'll close out the day, Jedin and Unda. They'll take on Arta and Gallo. Take a look at some replays. Catch low there by Gaucheri. And then straight outside with the Philo. Rebote here coming all the way out. And look how quickly that one was turned just above the pad, too.
He's always looking for the kill shot. That's the ace where there was just something a little different in his body language when he released that. Made it go kaboom.
And then here gets Inaki to commit inside, and he blasts the carom home to score. That one dropping down low, perfectly placed by Ubia. Great teamwork for the Renegades. And
100%.
you know, we talked about Ubia a little bit, and yeah, he was on fire today too. Look at Gaucheri though. I mean, moving up to the ball, and then outside placement scores there, brought it to 5-0 and then 6-1. Renegades were able to take that match in straight sets. So 2-2 game day here as we head over to match number 5. And we got Division 5 doubles here, Jedin and Unda against Arta and Gallo. And then the finale tonight will be Division 4, Jairo and Bradley against Goanaga and Ben. But before we get to any of that, we're going to go back over to the cage and hear from our winning team, Gaucheri and Ubia, now 2-2 together in their 4 matches played. Congratulations, Gaucheri and Ubia. Ubia, we always say, you know, when we talk about a backcourt, it's either really good or really bad. In this case, you played phenomenally well in the backcourt. What has it been like adjusting and getting back to game speed these last few game days?
It's tough, right? Because everybody's pretty much in the final sprint. Everybody's like right there at their peak. So that's your entrance. Your entrance either peak or you go home pretty much at this point. So yeah, pretty difficult.
Yeah, awesome. And Gaucheri, I mean, that matchup against Inaki, what were you scoping out and how effective were you with the shots in that one again?
Yeah, I think that they are the best team in Division 1 and we knew that we had to play perfect to beat them. We did a great job. Me and Gorka too, he played really good and happy for the win and happy.
Awesome, guys. We'll see what happens these last few matches. Great playing and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Division 5 doubles just about ready to begin. Jedin and Unda will take on Arta and Gallo. Whoever wins this match, Stu, will secure at least a tie of the game day for their team. Jedin and Unda coming to this one 3-5. Arta and Gallo coming to this one with a 6-3 win-loss record.
We're ready to begin our next match. Jedin will have the serve for the Cyclones.
And the previous matchup earlier in the regular season on March 20th was won in straight sets by Arta and Gallo, 6-2, 6-3. See if the Cyclones can flip that one today.
That ball clears the overhead screen. Beautiful forehand rebote by Jedin. Here's Gallo. Straight to the backcourt, Unda's there. Gallo again, high to the front wall. Rebote. Forehand rebote by Jedin. Mid-court placement, Gallo's on it. Rebote by Arta. Unda moves in, takes on the bounce. Karam is in and scores. First point of this match goes to the Cyclones, Jedden and Unda.
Well, just hearing that score from the last match these teams played, going to figure that Unda's going to step on the gas a little bit and be as aggressive as possible. I mean, that's a great start. He's shooting a carom coming up from the backcourt, opens it up perfectly. This is a very balanced Arta and Gallo team, but throw a good shot and it's likely to score.
Powerful forehand by Gallo, passes. Rebote by Jedden, right up the middle. Gallo's there. Gallo again. Great catch by Unda. Gallo now from the 8 line, powerfully. Unda with a big jump, got up there and got the ball. Rebote save by Arta. Here's Jedden. Arta turns, looking for the rebote. Cortada, caught by Gallo. Gallo powerfully from the left side, wall to wall. Jedden, forehand rebote. Gallo makes the catch. Arta reaches in, backhand from the 6 line. Rebote left side. Here's Unda. Low and hard. Caught by Arta. Jedden saves the rebote on the right side. Arta. Arta goes wall to wall. Forehand to the overhead pad, and the pad is bad. Arta and Gallo get a point. We're tied up 1-1.
Renegades seemingly just very patient and willing to just let these rallies go on and on as long as they're passing Unda and forcing Jedden to beat them with the rebote. Now, Jedden's pretty consistent with that, but he doesn't do a lot of damage with it, meaning he's not likely to throw a shot off the rebote. And that one, just escaping, well out of play. Unda playing nearly 58% of the balls in the backcourt and Arta over 50% in the front. It'll be interesting to see how both these teams attack as we move through.
Ball tipped in the backcourt. A second point for Jedden and Unda. Jedden serves for the Cyclones.
And just testing Gallo. I mean, testing the lower rated players of the two, keeping it to the inside right along the side wall. That was just a bullet.
Excellent serve by Jedden, handled in the backcourt by Gallo. Here's Unda. Blast one. Caught in the air by Gallo. Gallo looks to pass. He does. Rebote at the side wall. Difficult save made by Jedden. Ball tipped in the front court. A third point for Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones. Jedden serves.
Arta, a lot of versatility, and again, that's just a catch. You're not expecting him to miss. Coming to him up in the front, just got to shake it off, and you know, a couple good shots can really help with the confidence too. That's the best way to win some points up here if you're not going to win these long rallies.
Powerful forehand by Gallo, wall to wall. Rebote is missed in the front court. 2 points for Arta and Gallo. Arta serves. Andrew, I'll have to refresh my memory. Did Arta and Gallo make a court switch?
No, Arta started up in the front.
Arta did start up in the front,
Yeah.
okay. Good hard serve by Arta. Unda, low runner. Arta's there. Nice stop. Here's the backhand.
He lost his footing too.
Arta again on the left side. Big backhand. Passes. Rebote for Jedden. He makes the save. Gallo's there. From the 8. Clean miss in the back. Third point for Arta and Gallo. 3-3. Arta serves.
Yeah, Unda committed to the backcourt. I mean, you saw him go up for it. Somehow he didn't tip that ball. Jedden had a chance at the rebote, but I mean, working into the sidewall, reaching back for it, it's hard to get enough power.
The ace for Arta, 4 points. And a serve for the Renegades.
It's a good hard serve. It stays low, crosses the wall low. You see Unda crouching down to try to make that catch. Arta now his 12th ace this year, ranks 8th on the roster.
Unda on the catch, backhand thrown powerfully. Gallo, backhand from the 10. Unda has it on the right side. Picada, big bounce. Cut off in the air by Arta. Arta goes wall to wall from the left side. Robote. Gallo makes the save. Light touch. Unda on the run. Has it on the right side. Nothing light about that touch, but that Robote is beautifully played by Gallo. And it scores. 5 points for Arta and Gallo. Possible set point.
Well, speaking to that patience point again, you know, he's not going for that ball, Gallo, as it's coming at him. He knows the Robote's coming out. It's going to be fast, but he's got the skills to execute it. Lays one up perfectly, and then, you know, you never know what happens. Unda drops a ball, and now you got a chance to win the set right here. Way to stay with the play. Oh, and another ace.
Ace. Point and set for Arta and Gallo. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our next set. So quite a set there. Here we are back in the player's cage. We see the Renegades. Arta doing a fine job. Both Cyclones choosing to stay out on the court. Gallo played really good that match. Set.
Yeah, early on, I mean,
we're so far in the match. Let me not completely bury myself over having.
No, I think you're right. I mean, early on, it just felt like they just started a bit slow, but then they picked it up late. I mean, they knew the Cyclones came to play. I mean, Unda established that early, moving up from the backcourt and firing that carom. I think that probably unsettled them for at least a moment. But then they realized it's like, look, Arta and Gallo, we've been the model for consistency in Division 5. We've done it all year. We've just played traditional Jai-Alai better than just any other team.
Absolutely.
And, you know, that is a viable recipe.
Catch and throw. Like right there, you have Ubia giving some feedback to Gallo. What do you think he's telling him?
Just keep making those catches, man. Just keep catching, you know. It's always just instilling that confidence in the back. Hey, you're playing great. Keep it up.
Reinforcing
keep making those
basics.
catches.
Catch the ball. Catch the ball. Don't let the ball touch the floor.
As we said, with a 2-2 game day here, whoever wins this match will get their team half a point in the standings, and then the next match also worth half a point. That's going to be Jairo and Bradley against Goanaga and Ben. If one of these two teams can win the game day today, they really give themselves a good chance to take one of the top 2 seeds. The Fireballs already lost to the Devils yesterday, so the Fireballs are at 7 points with 1 game day remaining. And after tonight, the Renegades and Cyclones are going to have just 1 left. So if they can get to 8, that's going to be big.
Arta picks this serve. The drop shot caught by Unda. Unda's outside placement scores. Cyclones first up on the board here in the second set. Jedden has the serve.
Yeah, a little too, not droppy enough, I should say, on that drop shot. I mean, Unda got up there just before the second bounce. And a vicious outside placement fired it by him.
Arta picks that serve. The 2-all is in and scoring. That's beautifully executed by Arta. We're tied up on 1. Arta serves the Renegades.
Yeah, I love that shot. Yeah, that's Arta's go-to. A little bit more in singles than we see it in doubles. But you have the space. Jedden's trying to get back in position from the serve line. Throw the 2-all, force him to get out to the net. He's just a bit late.
And on the catch, there's the backhand. Gallo. Into powerfully from the left side. Caught on the forehand of Gallo. Gallo, big right side. Rotate by Jedden. Archer reaching behind him, makes the catch. The 2-all. Jedden stops the ball, returns the carambola. Archer stops the ball. Here's the backhand. Robote by Unda. Caught in the air by Gallo. This point's still going. Robote coming out. Robote saved by Unda.
Look at
Gallo goes up the wall. Great catch by Jedden. Powerful forehand by Gallo. Caught overhead by Unda. Arta on the catch. Hilo will score. Split placement. That's 2 points for Arta and Gallo. Arta has serve.
And you would think with the shots that Arta has, he would play this style in singles, but he really just, there's been no need. I mean, it's so risky if the front court is able to make that catch, but here against Jedden, I mean, they're just trying to win that matchup. They don't want to give the ball to Unda because he's kind of difficult to play against with his power.
Good catch by Arta up there in the front court. Powerful forehand. Robote for Jedden. Moves into place to make it. Here's Gallo on the move. Backhand. Inside. Unda's there. Low runner. Oh, what a catch by Arta. Karam is out. A third point for Arta and Gallo. Arta serves.
Yeah, and it's tough, you know, Jen telling him just play it to the inside, but I mean, Unda's just getting, you know, first of all, he hasn't been too involved, and then when he has the catches, all of them are deep in the backcourt, so there's finally an opportunity to do something with it. I kind of understand it, but that one was way wide. Oh, and an ace.
That's an ace by Arta. That gets the Renegades to 4 points. Arta has the serve.
The ace has been a weapon for him now. His third one of the match.
Unda, powerful backhand. Oh, that goes off the tip of Arta's cesta midcourt. 2 points for Jedden and Unda. Jedden has the serve for the Cyclones.
All right, well, got to go on a run right now if you're the Cyclones. Fortunate miss. Arta hasn't had many of those. And now they got to go on their run and take this match over and get it to a third set.
Gallo from the forehand. Plays it high. Passes. Jedden look for the rebote. That's out.
Close.
A 5th point for Arta and Gallo here in the second set. Possible set, possible match point.
Yeah, Jedden.
I don't know. Unda keeps swiping at the glass back here. He's hit my glass.
Do you owe him money?
Huh?
Maybe you owe him money or something.
Not a dime.
Was it the laundry? Did he get that yet from your car?
That I don't know. Powerful backhand. This one caught by Gallo. Gallo again on the right side. Unda stops it. Robote for Arta. Ball missed. 3 points for Jedden and Unda. Jedden serves. Still possible match point for the Renegades.
Well, even with Unda's right side there, if Arta's a little out of position, that's not an easy rebote for him. So still, I mean, they could go on a 3-point run here, get to 6, win this set, and just got to settle down. I mean, things seem to be moving very quickly out there for the Cyclones.
Oh, we've seen crazier things happen.
Again,
Infinitely crazier things happen.
It's always possible.
Great catch by Gallo. Powerful forehand. Robote coming out. Jedden eyes on the Robote. Makes the save. Arch has got it. 2-all. Oh, what a scoop. Gallo cannot make the play.
Wow.
4 points for Jedden and Unda. Jedden has the serve.
Well, I think both teams thought when that rebote went up and Arta was about to pick it off, they thought the match was over. What a defensive play by Jedden. First of all, I don't think Arta got this exactly where he wanted to, but he makes the catch. Heck of an adjustment there. Sticks right in the basket and able to kill it with the forehand. Doesn't overthink it. 3-wall play, and it opens it up.
Gallo makes the catch. Plays it high. Robote coming out. Jedden on the move. Swing and a miss. Point, set, and match. 2 Arta and Gallo. Taking it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4.
And the difference on that last rebote, contact with the side wall, just as Jedin was trying to make that catch. 6-3, 6-4, the Renegades have secured at least a tie. See if they can win the game day. Up next with Goanaga and Ben up against Jairo and Bradley.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
what an
by
amazing
Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
Game day score reflecting that third win courtesy of Arta and Gallo. So the Renegades are moving up to 7.5 points, and we'll see if they can get to 8. Goanaga and Ben have a chance if they can beat Jairo and Bradley, or the Cyclones can end this game day in a tie if Jairo and Bradley can win. Arta and Gallo over in the cage. Let's hear from them. After that 7th win together this season, Arta and Gallo, the class of this Division 5, 7-3 finish up the regular season. What has it been like playing alongside Arta this year, Gallo?
It's pretty easy. I've known this guy since he had hair. We've been playing that long together, so our styles, we work good together, and we got good communication.
And Arta, for you, it seemed like got a little bit more aggressive in the second set with some of the shot making. What was it about the matchup and the game plan coming in against this Cyclones team?
Nothing. It was always the same game plan. I told him to try to hit the back wall. Yeah. And in the first set, I was a little hesitant to go find the idea after Jaden's rebote. In the second set, I just went a little bit forward, and I had a little more chances.
Arta, I know you've been playing with Gallo like years now. What would you say his best quality is? Any quality?
He's calm. He's calm. That's what I like about him.
That's true.
He just stays chill no matter how the match is going. He stays calm, and he usually listens. If I ask him or if I need him to do something specific, he listens. So that's good.
Awesome.
Awesome,
Congratulations.
Guys. Great win.
Thank you, guys.
Operative word, usually, Usually. Always a fun guy there, Gallo, and a good interview. So, stage is set here. Final match of the game day. Renegades have the tie locked up. See if they can win the game day with Goanaga and Ben. And they will take on Jairo and Bradley. So Goanaga and Ben coming to this one with a 5-3 record. Jairo and Bradley just 2-6. These two teams matched up earlier in the season, back on April 3rd. And Goanaga and Ben won in straight sets, 6-1, 6-5. Now, if you're looking ahead in terms of the seeding, if the Renegades can win this game day and get to 8 points, that would mean that the Cyclones and Fireballs, they would have to win their next game day to even place themselves into a tie. And then you got to worry about the tiebreaker potentially. So if the Renegades can win this one and get to 8 points in the standings, they have a really good chance at a top 2 seed and an opportunity to maybe overtake the number 1 seed if they can get some favorable results down the stretch.
We're ready to begin our final match of the game day. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones. Jairo serves. We begin. Ball tipped. First point of this match goes to Goanaga and Ben.
Very similar structures of these two teams. You got a higher rated front quarter and a lower rated back quarter. Now Bradley has been a little more dominant in singles we saw earlier, but I'd say Ben's been more consistent in doubles.
Drop shot off the serve, scores. 1-1. Jairo has the serve.
And you'd like to see that aggressive play from Jairo early on. I mean, not all too aggressive in the box right there, but makes the serve, picks it off. Throws a really good drop shot there along the wall and dead by the underserve line.
Powerful serve by Jairo. Here's the backhand by Ben. Caught by Bradley way up high. Ben on the backhand from the 8 to the inside. Robote forehand by Gonaga to the outside. Hyro's with it. Robote inside. Scoop. Not made. 2 points for Hyro and Bragley. Hyro serves.
Testing the back quarters and specifically on the bounce. That'll work out a little bit better. I mean, the catch rates have been dropping the last couple of weeks on the bounce more than in the air.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Excellent catch by Bragley, deep in the backcourt. Ben to the inside. Bragley's there. Konaga on the forehand. Karam caught the pad, and the pad is bad. A 3rd point for Hyro and Bragley.
Boy, typically don't see a shot so early in the point from Goanaga, and usually not from the right side either. I mean, a lot of cortadas, but more when he's to the outside of the court. He was going for it there, just backfired, catching the top part of the pad.
Difficult catch made by Ben. Ben again, backhand from the 9. Bragley on the forehand, big right side. Ben makes the catch. Bragley to the outside, powerful forehand. Robote by Goanaga to the inside. Bragley advances, forehand from the 7. Great catch by Ben off the wall. Scoop by Ben high on the left side. Robote forehand saved by Hyro. Ben. Clutch catch on the backhand. Hyro from the right side, sending it back. Ben makes the catch. Backhand from the 9. Hyro calls to Robote. Robote thrown powerfully. Wall to wall from the right side of Hyro. Hyro, another fine catch. A little lower, a little harder. Ben scoops it up. Robote saved by Hyro. Goanaga with time, mid-court. Mid-wall placement. Beautiful catch by Hyro. Beautiful catch by Ben. Bragley powerfully from the left side. A Robote. Forehand. Right to the corner. Goanaga makes a save. Bragley up high. Robote left side. Played for the big bounce. Brought down by Ben. Hyro again to the inside, caught near by Goanaga. Excellent catch by Ben off the bounce. Robote, a rebound off the back wall. Goanaga takes it on the bounce. Cortada, stopped by Hyro. Here's the backhand. Ben's there. Outside placement of the forehand Robote by Hyro will score 4 points for Hyro and Bragley of the Cyclones. Hyro serves.
Well, shades of the Hyro we saw at the other facility here, always good for one outside placement, and specifically off the Robote. I mean, Goanaga's aggressive. He's looking to get in there, pick one off, leave the outside open like that. Hyro can make you pay. Perfect execution. Now a 4-1 lead.
by Bragley off the side wall. Ben gets in there. Backhand from the 9. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Will pass. Gonaga missed the rebote. 5 points for Jairo and Bragley of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
It's been a lot of Ben here for the Renegades, and when he's not touching the ball, it's been just defensive rebote after defensive rebote for Gonaga. Can't get going, and increasingly frustrating as you move through this first set. But credit Jairo and Bradley. This is the best they've played really all year. Coming into this match on a 5-match losing streak, they played a couple of late with the game day on the line, and we haven't seen this version of them.
The ace will score. Point and set for Jairo and Bragley. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player second set.
That ace. Whew.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a powerful right side, but that thing came across the underserved line and just, well, it was very pretty. I was impressed. Let's put it that way.
Well, it was, Stu. It's been a really interesting season. I mean, coming into the year, we expected Jairo and Bradley to be kind of towards the top of this Division 4 group. Just you got Jairo and what he brings to a lower-ranked team, and then Bradley, too. He's been playing great. Started off 2-1. They beat Iturbide and Robin. So you're like, all right, this team's going to be great. And then all of a sudden, just kind of fallen off a bit. I mean, 5 straight losses coming into this one. Only 2 of those 5 have gone on to a third set. And they lost both. I mean, 6-5, 6-4. They've come close. They've been knocking on the door, but I mean, maybe this is the time they start to turn the corner right as we gear up for the playoffs. Jairo and Bradley, too, have played a couple of clutch matches for the Cyclones this year, meaning the game day score either 2-2 or 3-2. How have Jairo and Bradley done? Well, they have played in 4 matches where the game day has been either 2-2 or 3-2, which means that if you win that match, you get half a point for your team. In those instances, Jairo and Bradley are 0 for 4. First time back on February 11th, they lost to Echeverry and Kubala. Second opportunity was on March 11th. Jairo and Bradley lost in straight sets to Alex and Bueno. Third opportunity was against Echeverry and Kubala again. That was on March 25th. Jairo and Bradley lost in straight sets. And then against Gonaga and Ben, this same team, on April 3rd, Gonaga and Ben won in straight sets, handing Jairo and Bradley their 4th loss in such instances with the game day on the line. This is a huge half a point at stake. The Renegades already have their tie. And if we have any Fireballs fans lurking out there, well, the best opportunity for the Fireballs to still get a top 2 seed is if tonight's game day ends in a tie. So if the Fireballs then beat the Renegades and the Cyclones lose to the Chargers, well, then the Fireballs can end up as the 2nd seed. So a lot at stake here for not just these 2 teams, but the one watching at home.
There's the serve by Gonaga. Our second set has begun. Backhand by Ben. Gonaga from the forehand, scopes out court, and that will score. Well thrown. Gonaga and Ben first up on the board here in our second set. Gonaga serves.
Well thought out shot that time. He didn't throw it too low that Jairo can make the catch. He goes about medium height, crosses the side wall, and forces Bradley to either make a difficult scoop or Jairo to come into the backcourt to make a defensive rebote. Well executed, well set up, and they get on the board early in this second set. Expect Gonaga to turn it on. I mean, he's not one to go down easy. And he didn't have his best stuff in the first set, wasn't too active in the first set.
Jairo through a costado 2-wall that scored. 1-1. Jairo serves.
The costado 2-wall for Jairo. When he threw it, we heard some stuff coming over from the crowd that is not typically his game, but it scores and ties things up.
No, I think you can count on one hand how many times he's thrown that in a 20-year career. Powerful serve by Jairo, coming to the inside. Ball tipped. A second point for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo has a serve.
Yeah, well, if you start to see a few more misses here in the back, which is become more consistent now, Goenaga will step in and just take over if he has to, and just call Ben off on every rebote. It usually doesn't work out all too well, but man, they got to change it up here with the way it's going. Now down 2-1 after winning the first point of the set.
Goenaga picks another one. That drop shot will score. Two, Goenaga serves.
Yeah, some good offense here. I mean, from the service box, you're able to pick it, and with Jairo a little out of position, just got to make sure you have the right touch to reach the front wall and don't overthrow it so we can get there before the second bounce.
Forehand by Bragley, stays to the outside. Good read by Ben. He makes the catch. Jairo for the rebote. Scoop by Ben. Bragley to the outside. That lands in and scores. A third point for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves.
Yeah, and that's one you can't let pass if you're Ben because the cage is right behind you. So if it drops in and hits the cage, well, that's going to score for the Cyclones. So he's got to go for it. He's on the run. He's in position. That, yeah, in and out of the basket, and that definitely would have dropped in.
Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good.
Yeah, Jairo known for that ritualistic serve. This one, he's taking an extra breath.
And someone else tying his shoes. Good catch by Ben. Powerful backhand follows. Here's Bragley. Ben gets in there and makes a difficult catch at the 10 line. Rebote, forehand by Jairo. Ben takes it in the air. Big right side. Rebote to the left side of Jairo. Goenaga's there. Ben, tough catch at the 10. Jairo scoops it up, forehand. Straight to the inside, and Ben's there. Rebote dropping. Jairo made the save. Goenaga back against the wall. Nice save by Jairo. Keeps the point alive. Goenaga from midcourt. Straight back. That scores. 3-3. Goenaga serves.
And it really feels like the Renegades have not played all too well, and still it's tied 3-3 in this second set. Looking for Goenaga to turn it on just a bit more, and Ben starting to make a few more catches here behind him.
Ben makes a fine catch at the 8 line. Backhand follows. Here's Bragley, high on the right side. Rebote forehand. Arrow powerfully from the right side. Stopped by Goanaga. Haro makes a save, keeps it up high. Goanaga reaching behind him. Outside placement. Off the frame of Jairo Sesta. Fourth point for Goanaga and Ben. Goanaga serves.
That's a heck of a catch by Goanaga. Not easy over his head. Not the best outside placement, but just comes up on Jairo so quickly. I mean, that's more middle of the court, but to make the catch, going to give the lead right back to the Renegades, 4-3.
Fault over serve.
We've seen inconsistencies on the second serve. I mean, Jairo's already picked one. He's got to be looking for it here. It's a matter of if he's got an opportunity.
Excellent catch by Bragley off a hard serve by Goanaga. Ben's there. Ben from the 8 line. Straight to the back wall, out to the rebote. Jairo at the sidewall sends it back. Ben again. Here's the backhand. Powerful forehand by Bragley, wall to wall. Goanaga on the catch. Scoop attempt tipped. 4-4 is the score. Jairo has a serve.
Well, Jairo picks this backhand off by Goanaga and then delivers one inside. Look, I mean, you got Ben scooping it up. You'd like to see him get out of the way or have just Goanaga call out and say, I'm here for the rebote, just something so Ben knows that he's not alone having to make that scoop. Oh,
that's an ace. For Jairo, 5-4. Jairo and a Bragley. That gives them possible match point.
Yeah, a little bit of traffic there as Ben was moving inside to make that play. A little late start, though. Now gives the Cyclones 2 chances to win this match and tie up this game day.
Another hard serve. Ben makes this catch. Jairo calls for the rebote. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Ben overhead. Hard to the inside. Bragley is there. Goanaga looking for the rebote. Bragley, clutch catch at the back wall. Hard forehand. Goanaga at the 6 line. Bragley again. Great catch in the backcourt. Keeps it high. Ben, awkward movement, but came up with the ball. In the corner, Ben makes a tough grab. Ben on the catch. Backhand. Jairo's there. Jairo powerfully from the right side. Ball tipped in the backcourt. As point in a straight set victory for Jairo and Bragley, winning at 6-1, 6-4.
And a clutch performance there by Jairo and Bragley end this game day in a 3-3 tie. We'll head over to the cage and speak with those two in just a few moments.
Yo, check it out. Another promo from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet party. That's so meta.
No, that's not meta. That's meta.
You think this is meta? This isn't meta. That's meta.
Hey, what's up, Meta?
Man, you're so meta.
Open the Hard Rock Bet app to see your new promos today.
Hey, another promo from Hard Rock Bet.
Now that is meta.
No, I am meta.
I don't even know which one is the real me. You're Meta.
I'm not even sure what that means anymore.
And let's check out that game day score. Today ends in a 3-3 tie between the Cyclones and Renegades, so both teams getting half a point. Fireballs stay put in 4th place. And I'm joined by our last match winners here, Jairo and Bradley. Clutch performance there. Game day on the line. Bradley, you were responsible for 2 of the 3 wins today. How are you feeling about your game and this clutch game day?
Yeah, feeling really good. I know how much is on the line, so I just want to make sure I do my part.
Yeah, and Jairo, for you, I mean, this team struggled a little bit throughout the year, but this was a big moment, half a point. You guys were able to get it done. What was the key tonight?
Well, just be focused, and forget about all the old games, and try to finish here.
Awesome. Well, that was really well done. You got your half a point. Good luck in your final game day against the Chargers. Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at the standings here before we depart. So, again, Renegades and Cyclones both moving up now, tied for 2nd place at 7.5 points. 1 game day remaining for the Fireballs, Cyclones, and Renegades. The Fireballs and Renegades are playing on Friday night. The Cyclones will be playing the Chargers this upcoming Tuesday in the last regular season game day. And then we'll know exactly who's going to finish up in the top 4 seeds. We know who's going to the playoffs, but just a matter of the seeding still. We'll see you tomorrow for that game day between the Chargers and Warriors. It'll finish up the Warriors regular season. We'll see you then, everybody.